time. Second time I've tried doing this. Hopefully this time it doesn't colossal fail as well. Ho ho, I changed camera angles. Ooh, this thing is stiff. Loosen you up a little bit. That's my man boobs right there. Great beginning of every stream ever. Straight up the nose. How's it going, everyone? Flip the camera around. Well, damn! I've never done this before. Never cooked live stream. I've recorded one of these once and it's still sitting on an icon camera somewhere. Never uploaded it, never edited it, never did anything with it. We're gonna make some buffalo chicken dip today, everyone. It's delicious. The wife had a not so good day, I'm hearing, from the phone call I had with her, and she has a very late day today as well. So she won't be home for another few hours. And the other day she said she could smash this. It's not exactly the word she said. She said, I've been thinking about buffalo chicken dip because I brought it up and she was surprised we've both been thinking about it. And here we are. I'm going to make some buffalo chicken dip. Surprise her with it. Except for I'm live streaming it and she's going to see this notification. So surprise! Buffalo chicken dip. That's what we're doing here. I need to get a measuring cup. I think we need half cups for this recipe. Maybe whole cups. I don't know exactly what I need. I think I need whole cups. She did just bake. So a whole cup is already on the drying board. One whole cup. Right here, guys. It's a whole cup thing. I only have one camera, and this is live. I've got a chat phone that I'm supposed to pull up, that I didn't pull up, but we got chat phone. Phoneception. Oh, sweet. It says I'm live this time. Awesome. So we have chat phone officially set up. So now I can see this. Ooh, we got a live caption on too. I don't actually want live caption on my phone. How do I turn live caption off? What did I do? Turning off live caption. Turning off Bluetooth. I think we're good. Oh shit. Now you guys can hear me talking on here and on there. Double feedback loop. Isn't every YouTube stream just so professional at the start, everyone? Don't want that, which means I need to turn off auto rotate. We are good. Chat phone set up. Not going to stare at chat phone, but chat phone set up nonetheless. You know, I could have just plugged this in over here. Then we would just have chat phone. But chat phone... The charge on chat phone is very sensitive. She busted. She doesn't like to charge exactly, perfectly, all the time. What is the best angle for this? I have no idea. I'm going to move you guys, shrink some legs here. Maybe put you on the counter? Is that the best view for this? I don't know. Do you guys know? Do you guys watch other cooking streams? I don't watch other cooking streams. I don't know anything about other cooking streams. They do like this top down, you get to start my belly view. Is that a thing we do? You guys can like kind of see what I'm doing, right? But like it's ever so kind of. It's also a terrible angle. Like you here. Is that better? That's like right behind the mixer though. How do people do this? Out of your stuff. Figuring out camera angles real quick. You know, and I'm supposed to be a professional. I'll take you around over here. Is that better? That's such a weird angle still. Is that better? Can't really see what we're doing. It's supposed to be like just a hands-on kind of thing. So like I go really low. And just zoom in on exactly. Oh, ho, ho, I shrunk 2 legs. Not all 3. We're professionals here. Don't judge. Okay. We are now as shrunken as we can go. I don't have like a floating magical camera that can midair float over my head. Hey, what's up, Darren Pepper? Darren? I just butchered your name. But how's it going? Nice to see you around again. We're trying to figure out camera angles for whatever I'm going to call whatever the heck I'm trying to do here. Can I like workspace here? If I work here, you guys get an excellent glare. You can see the stuff I'm putting in here. I think we're going to go with this one for now. Howdy, howdy, howdy. How's everyone doing? Much better? I'm glad you're doing much better. I think you're saying to the camera angle. Howdy, howdy. How's it going? Okay. So, if you're going to cook this, you need something to mix it in. Giant bowl works. I have a KitchenAid mixer because my wife likes to bake. So I use that. I've done this in hand bowls before many, many times. Today we're making my world famous buffalo chicken dip. It's not actually world famous, but I think I might have served this to people from around the world once. So actually, it might be world famous technically. What do you need for ingredients to start off? You need 18 ounces of chicken, or 9 ounces. I tend to double this recipe because we like to eat it for a week. It's delicious and we don't make it all that often. Technically, I think you need 2 cups of mozzarella cheese. You know, it would be run to a professional. I just kind of looked it up. Okay. 2 8-ounce packages of cream cheese, or 1 if you're going to half it. 1 cup of blue cheese salad dressing or ranch. I use blue cheese. 1/2 cup Frank Red Hot. I use less than that, otherwise it's like fire in your mouth, but some people like that. Crumbled blue cheese or shredded mozzarella. I use shredded mozzarella instead of blue cheese. And then some sort of chicken. Like I said, I have 2 9-ounce bags because I'm lazy. I've used rotisserie chicken before. I've used like homemade chicken where you just cut up chicken breasts. I'm lazy and we're using that. So that's the ingredients. Terrible, I know. First time ever doing this. We'll get over it. I need a cutting board. Do I go fancy cutting board or plastic shitty cutting board? That is not a cutting board. I tried to pull out a pizza stone. It didn't work all that well. One like tannish, great colored. You can see the tripod leg right there. Just like that. Get that tripod leg out of here. First things first, you open the cream cheese. I've tried this with whipped, it doesn't work. Don't use whipped cream cheese. I just use block cream cheese, it's supposed to be room temperature. I just went and picked this up at the grocery store out of the fridge section, threw it on my back on a motorcycle, and now it's here. It's still not room temperature, but I'm throwing it in anyways. Because we're professionals here. Just like you guys saw me open that very professionally. But for those of you just jumping in, my wife had a bad day at work. A few days ago, she mentioned that she could go for some buffalo dip, and we haven't done it in forever. I agreed, so I'm going to try and surprise her, except for she's going to see this notification and not be surprised, so surprise. But we're making buffalo chicken dip. Cheer up a wife who had a bad day at work. And she's going to come home hangry. Plus, I could smash some of this myself. Just throw it right in there. No shit's given. Lick your fingers, because that's professional. Not cooking this for anyone, just me. I'm a bad cook. Yeah, I'm actually a fairly damn good cook. Wife and everyone keeps telling me I should open a restaurant. This is not good cooking. This is just fucking like Super Bowl party cooking. Like it's just all pre-made stuff. Nothing's fancy at all. I mean, I could probably deck this out with like fresh mozzarella, homemade it. Blue cheese, I've never made homemade blue cheese. So I know you could do that. There's restaurants that have homemade blue cheese. I don't know how to make blue cheese. Then I could like cook up some seasoned chicken myself on the grill. I'll probably make this way better. Even just rotisserie chicken and fresh ingredients help, but quick and easy is the objective today. I am supposed to have a giant knife. The life of the wife is ended by the knife. I'm not actually going to stab my wife. It's just a song. Calm the hell down, YouTube. I said we need 1 cup blue cheese salad dressing. So instead of taking off the thing like you're supposed to, I'm just going to Hulkman it, and then undo it here after the fact, because doing things in order is not in my repertoire. 1 cup. Do I have a spatula? Oh, and preheat the oven to 375. Forgot to mention that part. I don't even know what I'm looking for. Like a mini spatula like this? That would work. Somewhere in the bottom of here we have mini spatulas. I never used these mini spatulas. My wife bought them for some unknown reason. So we're actually going to use one today. This is just Marie's blue cheese dressing. It's my favorite blue cheese dressing. Like I said, you can use ranch if you're an anti-blue cheeser. I'm an anti-rancher, but more power to you if you like ranch. and you can half this recipe. I've doubled it from the paper. Just kind of slabber it in there. What the heck's all over my hand? It's kind of nasty. I don't know what that was. It was brown. Maybe it was poop. Shouldn't have been poop. I didn't go poop. It's probably chocolate chips. But chocolate chips from where? Could have been something that was in the bottom of my backpack. Whatever. No comment. No one needs to know about it. I had a mini spatula. It's sticking in here. You shouldn't talk about poop on your hands while you're sitting here cooking food for people, right? Not professional. We're not professional. Also, not a licensed kitchen. Thank you very much. Kind of a decent camera angle. You guys can kind of see what I'm doing. It's a little off angle. The light kind of sucks ass. I do only have half the kitchen lights on. Okay, screw the camera angle here. Damn. I'm going to go over here and turn the light on. And you guys are going to watch me. And we're doing laundry. So you can see our clothes hanging to dry. Didn't turn on the light I wanted. Neither did that light switch. Hi, Max. Talking to myself. Yep, you saw it, everyone. I had to go check every light switch in the house to get the light I wanted because the previous owner is a lunatic when it came to light switches. He wanted every light switch to light up the whole room to some extent. So I had to go all the way over there to that hallway right there to turn on the light that's right there. Go figure, right? Can we get this back to where it was without any catastrophic failure or hardship? Doesn't seem like it. Yeah. Is that where we were? I think that's where we were, everyone. Surprise! One knife, one that, and then I said 1 cup of mozzarella. I think we actually have opened ones. I bought a non-opened one just in case. And say we did not need mozzarella cheese when I went to the store, and that I should have checked the fridge because that was in the fridge, and this is now here also. This is 2 pounds, like 2.5 pounds of mozzarella that's now floating around my kitchen. Apparently I have to come up with some recipes to use mozzarella. We're gonna do a smell test on this. Hopefully it's bad. Nope, still good. Great. We're using this one for now. Yep, it's just a giant ball of mozzarella. I don't know how long it's been in the fridge. It smells good. I like to personally go a little bit over what it says. It says 1 cup. But like extra cheese never hurt no one. You can tell I'm a very clean cook. Bang that off in there. These mini spatulas, you know, I give everyone crap for them, but like they're kind of really useful for this. But I also don't bake very much, so like I don't measure by cups. I usually don't measure at all. I just do by feel. But since this is kind of sort of a how to make it yourself, I should maybe possibly measure a little. Okay, that's all in there. First mix. No. I moved you? That's such a beautiful, sloppy, wet sound. And you can tell that the cream cheese wasn't room temperature because it's just kind of like globbing up in there. You know, and my default answer when something's globbing up, just turn this thing all the way up. Anti-glob it. Now it ain't a glob anymore. It might go all over the kitchen, but it ain't a blob anymore. It's really important to let it get to room temperature properly when you're doing this by hand. Otherwise, that's a biatch. Is that kind of censoring it? I still said the full word, but I like made it sound all weird. So I'm not going to measure out the half cup. I usually do this by this. Kind of pour some in there, and then I taste it, see if it tastes any good. If it's too hot or not hot enough. I believe, like Fabio Viviani said, Always taste your food. That's not what he said. Cook by taste. You guys can see it over there turning all red. It looks so much redder in this camera than it does in real life. I should actually get a full-size spatula for this though. This was on the counter. Don't know if it's clean or not. It looks clean. I don't know what the hell I used it for, so we're gonna use it. Because I'm a sanitary human being. With a hell of an immune system though. And again, if I was cooking for guests or had people over, no, I wouldn't be cooking like this. I'd be a little bit more sanitary. I'd go to the drawer, get a fully clean one. I wouldn't make poop jokes. But it's just me and the wife. She knows how I cook. Doesn't bother her at all. Had all those conversations in our lives. Scrape that off those walls. Oh yeah, slop that out. I never know what to do with that. Mix you up a little more. Based on the color, I think I'm gonna have to add a little bit more Frank's Red Hot here. She likes it spicier than I do. Well, we're basically out of Frank's. Actually, we have a whole new bottle. That's all she wrote for this one. Should rinse that out before I take it to the dump, so I think I will do that. Be a good Samaritan in the town. Oh boy, I'm trying to fiddle camera angles here, making everything so much worse. Oh, she's sloppy. It's so terrible to talk about that kind of shit when you're cooking food. But it's funny. It's funny to me at least, damn it. Hey, I checked this is not made for kids, so. Now for my favorite part of the entire thing. It's chopping chicken. Not actually a big fan of chopping chicken. I'm really tall, 6'3", and counters make me hunch over just enough to cause me back pains. Also because I'm a fat ass. Kind of brush that off in there. We wanted all of it anyways. So this camera's gonna come I've got somewhere. I'm gonna pop a squat. Why is this phone being complaining with its connection to things? We're good. A little like that. 100%. Now what are we doing? We're chopping up chicken. Let's argue if pulled like rotisserie chicken and pulling it is faster and easier than this. I'm just so lazy. This is just grilled Purdue, like usually people put this on their salads and stuff. I'm just gonna chop it into little bits here. Not too small, still want some chunks of chicken. I do find that when you use rotisserie chicken and stuff, a lot of it just kind of disintegrated into like nothingness, and you couldn't even like really tell that it was like a buffalo chicken dip per se. It had the flavor of the chicken, but it was really just kind of textureless dip. With this, you actually get like a chunk of chicken, you gotta chew it a little, it tastes good, you know what you're eating. I enjoy it personally. And I think Purdue does a pretty good job with their chicken. And if you know otherwise, I mean, feel free to share. I won't read it. I might read it actually. But will I let it bother me? Probably not. Still eat hot dogs, even though all those rumors and everything going around about what's in them. So, you ain't gonna stop me here. I know, don't make fun of me and the way I'm cutting. I know I should do like the knuckle thing and not cut my fingers off. I tend to be pretty safe with it. I don't try to ever put my fingers near it. But it only does take one quick screw up. Take a chunk off your hand. Especially with these knives. These are CIA knives, the Culinary Institute of, I don't fucking know what the A is. I didn't go there, my wife did. Not for very long, but damn it, she got a tool set that she's been sitting on ever since she went to college for education instead of cooking. And then we got our own place and we started using the CIA's kitchen knives, and holy shit, they are amazing. 100% would recommend. Sharpest knives I've ever cooked with, and it's kind of like a game changer, to be honest. You could probably use a little bit of a sharpening. It's been a few years. Since I think we used them for a year in Cambridge and we've used them a year up here already. And I have noticed on some things they're getting a little bit duller. Still way sharper than most of those crappy kitchen knives I've ever used. One back's down. I should go slide this into the mixer just to keep my workstation like open. That's right, everyone. I just used my teeth to rip open this back. Because I take good care of my dentures. I don't have dentures. That was a weird ass thing to say. I take good care of my teeth, is what I meant to say there. Dentures. Like I'm that old yet. I'm sure there's young people that have dentures for some reason, due to be a medical or they had an accident, knocked a bunch of teeth out. I don't know. I almost did that with my motorcycle accident, but I got away with it. I just have a few crowns. I need one implant, but I still never did, even though it's like 10 years later. Just kind of have a space and a half-done tooth in there. Like I said, I take care of it. It's a joke. Sarcasm. See, now I'm starting to cut these a little bit too small. It happens, though. They don't have to be a consistent size. We're not really cooking this. It's already cooked. So all of it's just getting heated up. How to actually chop your fingers off and look like you have no idea what you're doing is to chop like that, everybody. Also, this cutting board is just slowly sliding out of frame. It's professional. Hi, Max. Do you smell chicken? I've been trying to do a good job training him not to come into the kitchen, not to beg. He's almost tripped me twice. He's almost tripped my wife a few times. And the big final kicker was my wife's mother was in here, and she almost tripped over him. And like, if she were to fall at her age, that would be unfortunate. And we just don't need that because he likes to sit behind you or lay behind you on the kitchen floor. He's been pretty good about it. He knows to now just sit just outside the kitchen and stare at you with sad puppy eyes. Like, what are you doing? Can I come in? And you're like, no. I'm evil. This is all the stuff they pre-do in cooking shows. You don't actually have to sit here and watch them. Just like, we're live streaming, so like I got 20 minutes, if not a little bit more, of this thing in the oven that I got to keep you guys entertained for, I guess. And like, I'm not sure how we're going to do that. Ba-doop. I have no formal training. I don't actually know how to cut things. I have no idea what I'm doing. I cut very slow compared to some like pros that I've seen. I just know keep your fingers away from the damn blade. I want to say it. I don't think I've ever really cut myself super bad with the knife like this while doing this. I have cut myself really bad across here with a bread knife from the same set because I was trying to cut a loaf of Italian bread in my hand. That sucked. That was a bad cut. Don't do that. Stir, don't do that. I point a knife at you. Okay, knife can stay over here. We're gonna move this over there, and then I'm gonna move the camera, and then I'm gonna put this in. I love my moving camera sound effects. They're great. So that's dip, that's chicken. I do need to plug in chat phone. Good, I'm glad it's making you hungry. That's a good thing. Food's supposed to make you hungry when you look at it, if it looks good. Oh boy. I just have this pile of fucking garbage over here. Just out of view of the camera. This phone charging? No. Like I said, the charge port on this phone, it's my main phone actually, like the one I use every day. This is my chat phone. I have one charge cord it likes. One singular charge cord. And right now that's plugged into the phone that is live streaming. Because it's a USB one instead of a USB-C. And we just kind of take this, curve the board so it all goes in, tap her off. Just like that, every ingredient for this meal is in there, and I should take this out before I turn it on, or that would be catastrophic. We do use more mozzarella. This goes up. Nope, that's not up. That's up. That's up and locked. I totally know how to use a Minute Maid mixer stand 100% totally. Don't judge me. I like to go slow with the chicken, otherwise it like disintegrates it, breaks it apart. And then I'm going to save that and I'm going to sit here and slowly turn it up until I go to full speed, even though I know I shouldn't, because I never listen to my own advice. Like, this is mixed enough at this point. There's chicken all throughout it. I just like the high speed for no reason. Gotta go fast. Okay, just had to touch it. Always gotta give her max. You know what I didn't take out is the things to put it in. We're also going to be doing this in the electric oven, not the gas one, the good one, because we still do not have our proper propane set up outside. We don't have a 500-gallon tank yet. We are just running on a 100-pound propane tank that's sitting in the middle of the yard because apparently their crane truck broke. We're waiting to hear back for when their crane truck is unbroke. This is what the dip looks like. Oh boy, that was dramatic. Let me find these baking trays and clean off what you guys can't see is that. That all needs to get thrown away. Not that. That still has cheese in it. I think we're just going to garbage all this. Should separate it. Town doesn't require you to recycle properly and separate. And if you eco-environmentalists really want to come down here and protest, feel free. Could use the publicity. It'd be great. Okay, I didn't get the baking thing. So how do I get the baking? The loudest sound possible is moving baking trays. I sworn I just heard a vehicle outside. Do not see one. I think it was the rubber feet on this thing while I was moving it. One giant Pyrex baking tray. You can use 2 small ones, 1 big one, 4 medium ones, small ones. You can use whatever you want. It also depends on the thickness you like. I don't like it that thick, to be honest. But I tend to probably, you know, I never tasted this. Is it to the wife's liking? Yep, got more kick than I would want. Woo! But she likes the kick. She had a bad day at work. This was supposed to be a surprise for her, but then I tried to live stream it. But she's still going to be happy as hell when she sees it. I hope. That's the goal, at least. Because she's going to come home hangry at like 9 o'clock tonight. Because she had to do like a thing that runs to 9 o'clock or to 8 o'clock, hour drive home. Nothing's going to be open by the time that gets out. And she said there was nowhere for her to stop on the way there. She come hangry. Hangry as a motherfucker. I'm just sitting here scraping off every single ounce for no reason. Don't waste your time with that. It's not waste time. So I did take out a small one. But I think we're just going to throw it all into one. Too lazy to do multiples. Just be a little bit thicker than I normally like it. I just can't exactly see what I'm doing over here, but we're literally just scraping it out of here with a spatula. Like a professional. Not really. There's probably like some actual technique to this that I have no freaking idea about. But this tastes delicious. I'll tell you what. I wish I had more friends. I wish I was more social. I had more gatherings to go to. I had more reasons to make this. That's why we like never make it. But god darn it, it is delicious. And so simple. Then you're just gonna take this and level it out here, make it a little bit even. If I had like a vibrating counter, I could just turn it on and watch it all level itself out. I do not though. I don't actually know anyone that does. There's probably people that do plaster molds and stuff in their house and poured concrete molds that need something that vibrates like that to get all the air bubbles out of concrete and spread it, that you could technically maybe use for this. But now we're just getting a little ridiculous. But like I can overanalyze anything. I can go down the rabbit hole. You name it, we can go down it. And it's one of my favorite things to do too, oddly enough. Spin around, right round, baby. Just got myself copyrighted. Hell yeah. Okay, so what do we do now? It's all on the tray. Sprinkle around top. Need to sprinkle some more. Like you're all like, that's kind of sad sprinklage. I know, but the bag's empty, so we're opening another bag. The question is, which one is the bag I just bought? And which is the one that was in the fridge already? Because I should use the one that was in the fridge already. September 24th. Well, that one's on the floor, so I'm probably not going to open that one. Where is the date on this one? August 26th. So I think theoretically this one expires before, if my dates are correct, right? I put just a nice hefty layer up here, and right at the very end of this, we're gonna, instead of taking it straight out of the oven, we're going to kick it onto the broiler. If this oven has a broiler, I can't say I've really ever used this electric oven, because we have two ovens in the house for whatever reason. Previous owners had like an old electric oven, just a single standalone unit. I haven't looked to see if it has a broiler. Hopefully it does, so I can do this right. Now that looks like a nice layer of cheese over the top. I made a giant mess that I have to clean up. We're going to take this to our shitty electric oven over here. How would I do one of those fancy like in-oven shots that they like to do in all these shows? It'd be like, hold this here, drop this thing open, bam! And like you swoop in and down like this. Then I stick the leg in there, break the tripod by melting it. Then we're like, you slide this in the oven for 20 minutes bake time, and then you close the oven, and then it would be like, next segment, but we're doing this live, so we're here for 20 minutes. You see this? I went too far. We made a mistake. Boop. Boop. 20 minutes. I dropped it. It did not stick to the fridge. Did it break? Still counting down. Then Max is coming over to investigate. Hi, Max. Say hello to the internet. Nope, you're boring. He's just not an entertainer, you know? We try. But he's just not. So what do we have here? We have a mess. This is what my wife likes to call a dig special or a crisp special or whatever the hell she likes to call it, because I make giant messes. First things first. I'm gonna go open a bag of chips, scoop this shit into my finger, put it in the chip and eat it because it's delicious. That's what I would normally do. But since I'm live streaming, maybe I won't. Maybe I'll just lick some of it out of here on my finger. Nah, pass this. It's delicious. But everything in it is edible. It's just cheeses and already cooked chicken. Like technically, you don't even have to cook it. That's right, everyone. I'm taking dishes out. Oh my God. So good. It's like crack. A little fucking spicy. And I didn't buy much milk. Because I took the motorcycle and I had nowhere to put milk. It just brings out the child in you, right? That is fucking spicy. Kitchen big compared to you. Oh, this is the kitchen. That's my living room. And dining room. And that's like a sitting area. This is a huge ass fucking room. Like I've had friends of ours come over, or friends of a friend's They're like structural engineers, and they walk in this room and they're like, how the hell did he get this span? Because the previous owner made this by hand. Like, well, not by hand, but he stick built this place himself. It's just a massive room. We can see we got the fridge. And we got all the drawers that I never shut because I'm a great human being. And we got our fancy fucking stove that we bought because our other stove died and my wife dreamed of having one her whole life. We got our industrial hood over here. It's beautiful. Love this thing. That's the oven I'm not using. Come over here, we got a microwave. Just slowly rotating around the whole kitchen. I should loosen up this bottom thing. It's supposed to swing easier than this, or rotate somehow. I don't know how this tripod works. We're using features I never use. Then it just keeps on going. We got toaster oven, built-in wall AC from like the 80s. And that's the 100-pound tank that stove is running off of. Well, I'm not using that oven because it uses so much propane. Until we get the proper propane set up. And if I spin it completely around, you can see we were left off there, window, pantry. Big old pantry. With tons of cardboard this week. But come Saturday is dump day. Should be cleaning that thing over there, not sitting here talking. Blue cheese should go in the fridge. Same with these cheeses. But yes, it is a big kitchen. I'm a cook. I love cooking. I'm not actually a cook. I say I'm a cook. I could be a cook. I'm not, but I am the cook of the family. I do love to cook. It is delicious. You can just kind of stare at that while I put all this in the fridge. Cheese goes in the drawer. No one sees me drinking milk out of the carton. Because that was a little spicy. Amazon Prime package. We go over on the counter. The dog didn't like me throwing that. He sat up and decided to check it out. And here is our super fancy potato chips. Party size Tostitos scoops. Nothing fancy, nothing local, even though there are some local chips. And I've tried artisan chips before with this. Absolutely delicious, but we just call them basic, simple. Keep it simple, stupid. Is that a saying? I think that's a saying, right? Can we 180 this? Can we flip it? Can the phone get the flip? Aha, I got the flip. And then I can get this. Oh boy. We're jacking it up. Everything is breaking. You guys must be so dizzy at this point. Where am I? We need to go back to here. Rotate this thing. You know, I'm just rotating the tripod, not the phone. It's 100% professional up in here. Getting these weird side angles, though, I tell you what. More props to actual cameramen, you know? Just trying to get the sink into frame. Without rotating it like that. I want it to stay like this. Wide shot. Stay wide. Oh, fuck you, phone. I see how it is. You want to be that way? Fine. I can unscrew other things and tilt you in ways that you didn't know you could be tilted and do things to you in such dirty ways. You know, I got it to work over there for doing the mixer, but I cannot, for the life of me, get it to do a side angle shot here. And I'm like, you know, this is the worst, because I got to experiment with it the first time until we can actually figure it out. Again, I'm just rotating the tripod instead of the camera. Slide you back. We're so close. No! I was like 1 degree away! Catastrophic failure. Can you rotate back? Really? Now it's going to be a pain in the butt. Okay. Best stream ever, guys. I know. Good enough. I'm not touching it. We're there. We made it. It's gotta be terrible sounding, me moving that. And also, like, I'm just sitting here running hot water for an hour. It's gonna be way too hot for me to stick my hand into. I know that. Why is it tall? It shouldn't be tall for you guys. I made sure it didn't do that. Obviously not good enough, sure. Oh boy, I've twisted the charge cord up so bad. And now it's upside down. Well, you know what, everyone? I broke the universe. The universe is broken. You are now upside down. I am upside down. We're all upside down. Can you correct yourself in any way, shape, or form? But yeah. And doing this on a Google phone is like good, but also has its moments. We're doing it there. It's a wide angle. Oh, that's hot. I'm very sensitive to hot. I don't like hot things. And I don't mean like spicy, I mean like temperature-wise. It can be like 0 degrees outside. Below that, I could go outside in a t-shirt and shorts, not freak out, not care, do what it needs to do, and come back in the house. Totally fine. I can ride my motorcycle in like 40-degree weather without proper gear on, with like t-shirts. I've been stuck in it for hours before. I don't get frostbite. I've skied in crazy inadequate clothes. Like cold and me, best friends. But hot, god damn, not my jam. I'm just dumping. Oh, that's hot. It's like a little bitch thing, cause like my wife is the polar opposite. She takes showers that are scalding hot to me, like they physically hurt me, turn my skin red, and like actually burn me. It's pretty crazy. The difference tolerances like certain people have. We're all not built the same at all. It's really, really crazy. Didn't really know that much until like I met her and basically speak everything in our minds to each other. And like I dig into things. So I'm curious how she can do some things that I just physically cannot do. And her tolerance, some people's tolerance for heat is just so high. But like my knee-jerk reaction is to like drop things or pull away, and like my skin starts to burn and blister, and there's things that she can just hold. And I'm like, well, we each got our superpowers. But then like the cold man, she freaks out, loses her mind, and I'm just like, it's not that bad. Look at honey, I'm doing dishes. I'm not very good at it, but I'm doing it. I guess I could remove all this stuff from things that probably should have been considered clean, and then I threw dirty things all over them. She's not gonna watch this. She might actually. You didn't see it, honey. Didn't happen. What are these coupons for? We got Eddie's ice cream and Haagen-Dazs ice cream. I know, I walked away from the camera, 100% best streamer ever. The wife also doesn't know that I may or may not have bought her some Ben & Jerry's cookie dough ice cream for no particular reason other than she likes it. And then I may also be enabling emotional eating, possibly. Could be a thing that's going on here. But, you know, happy wife, happy life. And I like my wife being happy. And little things go a long way, like half-hour motorcycle ride to get the food, come home, cook it, spend the whole evening laboring over it. And little things. It's 20 minutes yet? Nope. It has been 11 minutes. How do I entertain you guys? Oh, that's hot. Tiny bit of way too much soap on this. Wasn't me. For whatever reason today, I've been making the burr sound and tones a lot. For no reason. This is my least favorite thing to watch. If you want to torture me, cause me great anguish, and like, if you ever just want to properly torture me, you know, this texture, and like the old 3D things where you'd rotate them like this, and they would show different things and their texture on them. Make me touch that, and I just lose my mind. Like, it's such a bad feeling for me for some weird reason. I can't stand it. It's like the only sensory thing I've ever known that like gets from under my skin. Telling people all my greatest weaknesses. The stupid greatest weakness. Like I'm not afraid of spiders, or water, or snakes, or I mean, the ocean scares me a little, but that's just because of experiences I've had in the water. Like scuba diving off a continental ledge is still one of the creepiest things I've ever done. Just like your mind goes crazy. You're just like, turn around, beautiful scenery, like white sands, coral, you can see everything, and then you do a 180, and you're just looking straight down into an abyss. And you're like, the things that could come out of this abyss towards me, and I have no, you're so out of your element when you're swimming in water. Like humans, not designed for water. We can do it, we can swim in it, it's great, there's really no problem being in there, nothing could ever come and hurt you, but like, ugh, my imagination running wild and all the weird things that could just come charging out of that abyss to me. You know, I should, while we're here, rinse out this bottle. Now I should wipe down the counter, be like a good husband for once in my entire life. Blip, 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 blip. What a fun sound. Okay, one bottle rinsed. If only there was room in our recycle. I huck it in there, it's heavy enough to press down some of the cardboard. It'll make it. What am I doing now? I'm over here, you guys are over there. You're supposed to be following me around. We get like those futuristic drones that just follow me around. That'd be great, please, and thank you. Shut the drawers. This needs to get unplugged. Luckily, I'm really tall. I can reach over here. Put this back in its home. Don't pick it up by that. Its home is over here. All the attachments should go with it. Fancy Nancy recipe should go back in what we like to call Christopher's cookbook. I bet you guys would like to know what's in here. A few world famous things, a few things I've made up myself that are fucking fantastic. A few things that when people come over, they request food from me to cook. It's good, like, come hang out, drive an hour, come to our little paradise out here in the middle of the forest, and I'll make you delicious food. So people do. Destination spot. I need to wipe the counter down. I never wipe the counter. How do I even wipe the counter down properly? Do I just wipe it on the floor? Do you wipe it into a pile? I don't know. I'm not a good husband. Hey, some headphones. Probably shouldn't have those on the drying rack. And a phone charger. Totally washed them, they're just drying there. We're gonna go with the wipe into a pile and then push pile into hand, except for all the stuff that just fell off early. Ignore that, and I have a dog for a reason. Good. The reason I would put that in recycling is because it helps remind me that we need some, and I remembered at the grocery store and then I forgot. So I didn't buy any. I don't have chat phone out. I've just been rambling to myself. Yep, technically rambling to myself was why. Why wouldn't I just ramble to myself? I should get trivets out. That's what these things are called, right? Trivets? It's a big thing. 2 trivets. 2 trivets should work. 2 trivets can go there. As seen on TV products, the UV glove. Cannot recommend enough. I actually don't think those are UV gloves, actually. They're like some off-brand of UV gloves. Like, gosh, they work so well. Okay, I cleaned, except for those dishes. These dishes. I cleaned some. Is that enough for everybody? Just to clean some? This is our entryway. This is our welcome sign that's usually on the porch. But we had severe lightning and thunder yesterday. It was really windy. This is our outside, our front yard. You know, the phone is like, I'm going to focus on the glass. Because the glass here is 100% what you're trying to show. I know it is. Can you focus outside, phone? Hell yeah. Nope, and immediately back to the glass. Well, tried. Phoneception. Hi, Max. Doing? Just curled up on the couch like a good boy. Had to yell at you like 5 times today to get off the bed. Not even really yell, just kind of pull him off the bed and be like off and no. He's not supposed to be up there. I do not take people out here very often. So our back deck-ish. It needs. You can see the green on the walls. We just ran out of time. We did the whole front of the house and sides, but didn't get back here. Took down the chicken wire fence he had all around here. It's our hummingbird feeder. Got chain hanging on that tree and horseshoes that I need to go take to the garage. Probably letting a bunch of mosquitoes in the house. Got a drainage ditch over there. But yeah, and you can see that all the ice that built up on our roof and slid off smashed part of our railing over the course of the winter. So peaceful here. I can see it. And I don't think you guys have any chance in hell in seeing this. But right there in the tree way up high, there's a nylon balloon. Like the circle silver ones you can buy for parties. I don't know how the hell it got up there, when the heck it got up there, how long it's been there. And I plan on taking a shotgun and shooting it down. Because it drives me nuts that there's a nylon balloon up there. How much more time do we got? Like, I'm just rambling on and wandering around the house here. You guys know if you turn this off, Keurig machine during the day, it saves you a ton of money on an electric bill. Because it just sits there heating the water 24/7 and keeping it hot. You don't even have to unplug it, you can just turn it off. And it takes like 37 extra seconds in the morning to heat up the water again, and it saves you a bunch on your electric bill. You know, I told the wife I'm not a big fan of these wreaths. She is, she loves them. But like, they just get in the way of enjoying our beautiful view of the forest. So yeah, we're now out of stuff to talk about and do. We're just gonna sit here. We are gonna sit here. Could talk about that wall. Oh, and it's done. I don't even have to sit down. You know, I did walk over here and look at the timer. I had like 59 seconds, then I wandered away and I forgot. It's coming out of there. It's going. I'm untangling the cord, so you guys are doing a crazy 360 there. It's gonna go on those trivets. Okay, shut up. Shut up. We know. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to check if we got a broil. I'm getting ahead of myself here. I need some gloves. What do we look like? Get down here. Aha, there is a broil setting. Light on. Broil. Can I broil? Bake off. Broil. High. Yes, broil on high. So you guys can see in there, can't tell if you guys can see, the top is just like a plain white color because of all that cheese that melted up there. What I'm looking to do is there's going to be a whole bunch of brown peaks that are going to start to form from the broiler. Which is what we're looking for here. See, this is sensitive. This is the tiny bit of extra work that I do. Instead of just baking it for a flat 20 minutes, I do this. Like, I'm literally just on my hands and knees staring at it. I don't know this oven. I don't know this broiler. This could take 10 minutes. It could take 50 seconds, depending on your oven. And this, you can royally fuck it up. You can burn the ever-living crap out of this if you walk away. Get distracted by kids for a second. What you do, Max? Doesn't he look so sad? Oh, I know why he's sad. Because I'm a terrible dog owner. Well, we're going to get distracted here. Because it's an hour and a half past his food time. And my wife told me to set an alarm for 6:30 when he gets fed normally. And I haven't fed him yet. You want dinner? I bet you really want dinner. That is the light I wanted, but the fan is on, not the light. Not a fan. So I'm going to get Max his supper. An hour late, which explains a few things. I'm not even going to put it in a puzzle for you because you have been a wonderful way. Come here. Sit. Sit. Max, sit. You're on camera. Sit. Sit. Stay. Stay. It's going to make me look like a bad person. Stay. Okay. He's learning. He's getting trained. You know how I said never walk away from this while you're broiling this because you can royally fuck it up really quick? Guess what? I walked away. One dog eating food. Now we're gonna go see if I just screwed up dinner. I have to like run to the store and do it again. Oh, she's almost perfect. I know you guys can't see this, but now you see that texture she has right there? Yeah. This is gonna need like 30 more seconds. Cannot believe I forgot to feed the dog. I mean, I can. I'm me. I forget everything. I'm a gamer with ADHD who's super forgetful. Hey, Deliver Typo. You're almost at the end of the cooking stream, unfortunately. Are we there yet? Oh yeah, we there. Oven cancel. They're off. Tripod's in the way. But now you can see the difference. This oven is totally 100% secured in here. You guys didn't hear anything. Do not fall off of me, wireless headphones. Slightly too long. I probably could have taken like 10 seconds longer. So it looks a little darker on camera than it does in real life. This is still good, not burnt. But I can see like that one to you guys looks a little burnt. She's good. Can we get one of these like fancy food shots here? Like, look at her. It's so beautiful. Fancy music playing. Yep, this is buffalo chicken dip, everyone. Do, do, do. Is lava hot? You guys can probably hear it like bubbling away. I'm trying my best to get a good camera angle for you guys. I'm bad at cameras, okay? What do I dip in it? Sorry guys, but you're about to see some things you don't need to see. Just kidding. I was gonna unzip my pants, but no. So, some people dip veggies, some people dip like carrots. You can dip whatever the hell you want. It's dip. I've got chips. And I got lazy, boring chips because that's what they had at the store. And I was just, this is for my wife. She had a bad day. Surprising her with some buffalo chicken dip when she gets home. Except for the fact that she's going to see the notification of this after she gets out of the thing she's doing until real late tonight. And hopefully this cheers her up a little. She said she could definitely go over some of this. We haven't done it in forever. And I said the same. She doesn't know that I'm making it. But we've just got some Tostitos scoops. Probably my favorite thing to eat this with. Some of your favorite artisan chips or corn tortillas are just as delicious. Like, where do I go? Corner? Center? Do I just be a heathen and scrape it across and peel all the cheese to one corner and make everyone cringe horribly? Like, what do you do here? What'd you cook for dinner, though? We'll do a corner here. That's what it looks like, guys. Got a little bit of runniness in there. It's delicious. Got that crispy top. Just so yummy. Apparently my phone is way behind. So, most people would just shove this in their face. I'm a fucking weirdo, and I like to like sandwich it between two chips like this for no particular reason, and then I jam this in my mouth. But I think this is still really hot. So I'm like really hesitant to jam this in my face. Yep, still hot. Normally I scoop into a bowl and go chill on the couch and pig out. But I'm trying to at least take one bite with everyone. So we're just gonna... Can I just get down with you guys over here? Burn my face on this? Be like, hey everyone! Digfig here! We're gonna stick some of this stuff in my face hole. It's hot. It's super delicious, but it's hot. I don't even think I'm in frame, to be honest, when I just ate that. Nope, not in frame. 100% frame. We're gonna remake that one, okay, everyone? We're gonna tilt this one up a little bit. No one saw that fake first one. I didn't actually eat it. I threw it on the floor. The dog ate it. This chip just catastrophically exploded in the dip. Okay, we're failing miserably. This one didn't happen either. No one saw it. I had a porcelain in the snow cooker, barbecued, and then roasted some Brussels sprouts, some mashed potatoes, Hawaiian sweetbread rolls. Oof, haven't had those in forever. And I do have some steak in the fridge that I need to cook too tomorrow probably. Okay, I'm gonna take out another bite of this. The chip's not gonna explode. I'm gonna put this between two because I'm a weirdo. We already talked about that. I'm gonna edit all that other crap out in post because you can totally do that in live streams. This is way spicier than I normally like it, but it's for the wife. It's not for me. It's making my nose run. Okay. I think I'm in frame this time to do that like weird classic delicious little camera shot here, right? This is really hot on my face. I'm starting to sweat. Here we go, everyone. First bite. Totally 100% genuine. Oh my god, everyone, that's so good. Oh, it's so genuine. Oh my god, the reaction is ridiculous. Oh. I'm choking myself at the counter while trying to eat. It's good. A little spicy, but it's good. You know, it's all for the camera angle. No one knows. I'm just really short all of a sudden, okay, everyone? Jeez Louise. Am I a wacky guy, though? You know, I think I'm a wacky guy. That's why I was a class clown my whole life. Even though I'm in my 30s now. Total class clown still. I can stand up here. I can do it up here, too. But then you don't get the shot of the dip and me eating it. Because I don't have a counter that's 6'3" to put next to my... I want, like, the biggest cup of milk. But I took the bike out to get the stuff. Yeah, it's all just camera work. I'm not actually 6'3". If I was 4'1" and my wife showed up to our first date, I don't even think she would have sat down at the table. She'd already been on dates where people lied about their height online. But to be 4'1", I would have to be sitting in that chair you use. My feet would have to be not touching the ground. Man, I'm just trying to think of myself at those tables like I would look like a child. And she would default know I wasn't 6'1". Or 6'3". Hello, 6'1". She didn't know I was 6'3" either. She's like, I think he looks kind of tall, she told me. But like she has a hard time perception-wise until I stood up after dinner. She's like, yep, he's 6'3". But like, yeah, she would not be dating me. We were shallow when we were younger. Come on now. If this was just for me and not for the wife's emotional comfort eating and cheering her up when she gets home, I would do like half of the hot sauce that I used. Whew. Still delicious. I love this. And we just don't make it that often, ever. It's so not healthy for you to just eat dip for dinner for like a week because of how much I make. I think she was like, some of them were like 5'10" and stuff, who were saying they were over 6 feet tall. But like, to be fair, there's that whole stereotype of women prefer tall men, and online dating and everything, they actually look at the height and it's one of the first things they judge. And I have 100% confirmation that that is true from my wife when we first started dating. The only reason she messaged me at the beginning, there's two things. One was I'm 6'3". Technically three things probably. 6'3". I didn't look like a troll in my profile picture. And I had a quote on there that she had as I put one quote in my profile, and it was the same quote she had as the background of her phone the whole time. And I'm really bad with quotes and remembering them. But it was like the small minds think about people. It was that quote. I would have to look it up to say off the top of my head. It's terrible of me. But like great minds think of ideas and stuff like that. And her phone, actually, I found out like 3 years later, didn't have the proper quote on the front of it. It was wrong. It wasn't the actual quote. It was like some janked up one that someone made and missed a few words in it. Which is kind of ironic because it's one of the base building blocks of our relationship. But I got distracted. In short, she only messaged me originally on eHarmony because I was 6'3" in my profile. No other reason. Except for those two things, kind of, sort of. But she was just messaging tall people. And I'm like, man. Like that tall privilege, I guess? Tall privilege? Fuck it. I got a wonderful wife because tall privilege. You could. This would be great on a tortilla. You could just add this to like some tacos or something. Just add a little bit of kick to it. A little bit of creaminess would be great. Stick this in like a burrito with the normal stuff. It'd be real good. Some Mexican stuff. I'm just staring at my dog chewing on his bone. Well, sitting here eating dip. In short, Sussex said, yeah, I know, right? She still hasn't found out that I just used stilts. I don't know how, but like, I got really expensive stilts. They just look like my legs, so it's all good. This is hot. I need milk. But in actuality, at this point, like I joke around all the time about being either a Sasquatch in disguise, or, you know, Men in Black, that little alien inside the chest. That's more me. Oh, that's so much better. Why do I have a missed phone call? Calling me. Yeah, it's just chewception here. He's like not even close. He's way over there. Right there. He's chewing on his bone. I mean, I did feed him an hour late. I was like, why is he acting all weird? Just like staring at me with these sad puppy eyes. And then I looked at the time and I'm like, oh shit. It's an hour late. I'm a terrible, terrible dog owner. That's way too much dip on that shit. It is weird just standing here, front and center, and sitting here eating on camera. It's like getting dark out, and the side yard looks like a fucking jungle and needs to be mowed, but I keep putting it off. Today was a beautiful day for it too. It wasn't too hot. And I need to weed whack around the septic tank so we can dig up the other 2 holes. So we're gonna get pumped. And they charge like 70 bucks to dig up the 2 other holes, but we know where they are, so we can dig them up ourselves and save 70 bucks. It's penny pinching. Nope. I either take my food with me out to the garage and eat there, or I sit at the table where my backpack is and eat watching TV with the wife, or I sit on the couch and watch TV eating with the wife, or my breakfast place is here. And sometimes I eat dinner here also. I just sit on that stool right there at the little lip and just stare out the window, and I'll rest my phone on the windowsill or prop it up against that vase and have some YouTube on while I eat in the morning. I'm like getting sweaty now and hot. I'm wearing flannel. I have my work pants on still. I can't even say work pants, because work pants means I go to work in them. My work pants are like my sweatpants. These are my doing stuff pants, like leaving the property and doing stuff outside pants. I think you have a good life if you just have a pair of doing things outside life pants. Yeah, I like my breakfast nook. I don't like that my wife insists on putting that thing there, that brown thing under there. It's on wheels. From our Cambridge, it's whatever microwave used to be on. She tried listing it and selling it. It didn't sell. It used to be over there where that table is called plants on it now. But she hates it. I hate it. It's the only place I could find to put it. It's where my legs would normally go. So now I like side straddle the counter as I eat. But it's her space. She pays the bills. It's her house. I'm a YouTuber. Doesn't make much money yet. Still trying. Someday I can put up a fight. And I don't really mind. But it's there. And I don't know where else to put it, so. Happy wife, happy life. I mean, it's not even that little of a stool. But yeah. I do just kind of plop down there. Whew. This is spicy. My dog. There are these playology bones that my dog's chewing on, and they're like infused with the smells and flavors of things. Like the one he's chewing on now is chicken infused, and like he cannot get enough. Like obviously, I think he's still just trying to get to the chicken. Like how many licks does it take to get to the center of the Tootsie Roll? But with his bone, and he's never gonna get chicken. He's already like demolished the peanut butter one. They're super expensive though. But like my God, he can just chew on them for hours. And I haven't bought many of them, I don't think. Maybe we bought one of them. His grandparents have bought them for him so far. Delicious. I love milk. A lot of people can't just drink straight milk. And I don't very often. But like when I'm eating something that makes me want milk, nothing else will do. Like this, eating cookies or chocolates, like brownies. It's gotta have a cup of milk. And like, it's so satisfying. I'm not sharing with them because I'm selfish, okay? So what am I in the middle of doing here, everyone? I'm saying, thank you all for stopping by. Thank you for making dip with me. It was delicious. I'm going to end the stream now and go sit down, put on some probably StarCraft Dreams, the tournament that just went on. Still trying to catch up. There's like 90 videos, all an hour long. I gotta watch. Because I love watching DreamHack. I love watching StarCraft 2. It's my #1 YouTube watch probably is just StarCraft 2. I'm always flabbergasted and blown away at the skill those players have at a pro level. And I think that's why I love it. Because I'm not good at that game, even though I like that game and I understand that game, but I love watching people play better than me. And RTSs are some of the only things I seem to enjoy that happening because of how bad I am at them. We're rambling on here. Everyone, Digfig out. We're out. Thanks for cooking dinner. Appreciate it. It was delicious. I will see you all in the next one. And maybe we'll cook some more stuff later if you guys like this. Let me know in the comments, in the chat. Thumbs up, thumbs down it. Bye, guys. I have to hit the end stream button, and the end stream button's over here. Stop.